Hello guys, Vengeance are here. Welcome back to the channel. Here's my stats: 277, 279, 348 on AP, Awakening AP, and DP. I did a little bit of changing around yesterday. I've got some new combat artifacts. Put in the evasion artifact, 2 of those, and then I've got 2 of the Lightstone of Earth Waves and 2 of the Lightstone of Earth Iron Will, so it combines. And altogether I get 12 damage reduction, 18 evasion, 6 evasion, 6 evasion. So I ended up, I'm at 978 evasion. I ended up adding, oh come on, quite a bit here. So if I take these off, so one of those adds 12, another one adds 12 plus another 18. Right, 50, yeah, 60. So I'm at 18 plus 24, whatever that is. That's 32. So that's what, 52, I'm guessing. Yep, 52 evasion added just off of those. Plus I got a little bit of damage reduction on it. So there's my overall stats. Accuracy I would like to have a little bit higher, but the evasion's starting to look good. I've got almost 1,000. Here's the AP, Awakening AP, Accuracy, Evasion, Damage Reduction, and Damage Reduction Rate stats, if you can see those. Anyway, now that stats are out of the way, this video, welcome. This video is all about the skills. They reworked, did class balancing. I've recorded this a couple of times already, but I wanted to do a full-on skill guide for how I play Succession, or how I'm going to be playing it moving forward. I had to change some things because of how the monsters are where I'm grinding. Elvia Calpheon is no joke, at least for not a wizard. I was trying to grind there, and the archers, and there's one other of the melee mobs that really do damage, but I've got it down to where they're only hitting about 300 apiece. But I've still got low HP. 3200's not that good. I might be able to redo some crystals and get more out of it. I don't know. See, I could probably get 50 more HP and HP recovery out of that if I had another Black Magic Crystal Harfia. But some of these crystals just aren't very good. I need to go through them. I just haven't done it yet. But what sparked all this is the class balance. They reset everyone's skills. You can get all your skills for 1,000 skill points, and then the rest of them dump into an LT increasing, so weight increase, which I had 21 to 58. So I got everything but the last two. The last two cost 300 apiece. 300 there for the last 10 weight. So I need like 340 something more skill points, and then I will be able to get the extra 10 weight. But other than that, I have my skills maxed out. What I originally planned on talking about is the style of play for a wizard. Wizards have changed a bit. In the patch notes, they explained that they wanted to do split teleport for Succession. So if we come down here, where is that skill? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. If you look at the very bottom, Ultimate Teleport can be activated as a separate skill. They did that for witches as well. So now you have Teleport, which is a 7-second cooldown, and Ultimate Teleport, which is 10-second cooldown. Wizards have been that way for a while, and it helps with the mobility of the wizard a lot. But they stated in this patch notes that in order to keep the uniqueness of each class, that they had to change some skills for the wizard. Well, they didn't change all of them. They changed 3 major skills, which is Fireball Explosion on the primes, Prime Fireball Explosion, and they changed Prime Lightning Storm. Where's that at? Right here. These two. And then they changed Prime Blizzard. And I'll go over those. But essentially what they've done is now on these wizard successions, you've got 2 different variants of the prime skills on most of them. I mean, magic arrows, they kind of have they do their own thing, but and prime fireball, there's only one. But for prime fireball explosion, prime meteor shower, prime residual lightning, prime, whoops, my mouse didn't scroll far enough. Prime frigid fog and yeah, it's frigid fog. Prime blizzard. And the lightning storms. So those skills, and then there's a couple down here for Prime Earthquake and Prime Earth's Response. So those skills have 2 different variants on them that you can choose from. You can only choose one once you go succession. You choose one, the other one locks out. So like my meteor shower here, there's the other one, Prime Aerial versus Prime Focus. And before, one of them was kind of like a crowd control version, and one of them was more damage oriented. Now they've changed the 3 main ones, which are Fireball Explosion, Lightning Storm, and Blizzard. They changed them. Those 3 skills, they took one of the variants and made it melee style. So now you have a case of, at least in my opinion, where the wizard has 3 different play styles. An up close nuker that basically teleports in, drops their nuke skills, and then blasts off somewhere else, teleports out. So you're like you're a close range nuker. The second one would be your long range supportive class, to where you are dumping lots of damage, but your skills take longer to cast, and you are safer. You're playing from far away. The third is going to be a hybrid. You know, just whatever you want to do, you can switch between several of them. I am playing a close range nuking class, kind of. I say kind of because I will not be taking Prime Voltaic Pulse or Prime Aqua Gel. I am actually taking Bolt Out of Destruction and Equilibrium Break because I don't like the way Voltaic works. I just don't like it. Bolide hits a little bit harder. And I like it a little bit better. Yeah, you don't get the casting speed buff or the evasion debuff, and then I don't like the way Aqua Gel locks you in place. The skill animation just takes too dang long. So I won't be getting it. But my 2 long range skills that I'm gonna have out of this are going to be Bolt Out of Destruction and then kind of Equilibrium Break, even though Equilibrium is still kind of close range. But you still get the minus 10 AP on it, and then Bolide, you're still able to hit kind of far away, and you get that down smash. Now the other long range skills that I'm going to be having is going to be Fireball. Prime Fireball still hits long ways away, and then Lightning. Just straight Prime Lightning, it can hit for pretty far away. You can combo it. Now, where my build is differentiating from another build is I've got all of the Prime Magic Arrow stuff. That doesn't change. There's only one option there. But for Fireball Explosion, I am taking the Spread skill. So after you can use Shift LMB to cast it, or you can combo it with the right mouse button after Fireball. But it's an AoE around you. You release like a ring of flames around you, and it does damage. I also have changed the meteor shower that I'm using. I'm no longer using aerial. Aerial does more damage overall. But look how long the cast time is. and I want to be able to cast very quickly. I want to jump in, cast quickly, and dump it out. And it's about 50% less cast time on the focus one. Yes, it does less damage, but it doesn't have a 2-hit split in its damage. It does it all at once. It's probably better for PvP. Plus, you get 100% crit on it, and overall, like even in PvP, you get the crit. In the aerial, you get 50% crit in PvE only. Lightning, nothing has changed. Lightning chain, I mean. Absolute, you still have to take absolute. Now, lightning storm, they changed it. I will be taking the new lightning storm strike. It here is the high voltage one. Used to, this was lightning storm combo. They changed it to strike. It's a little bit faster to cast, and it's close range. It is considered a melee skill. I like it. After using it, I like it. Still going prime lightning. There's no other options there. Still going prime residual lightning combo. Now, the high voltage one is probably faster to cast because it doesn't have all the combo, but the combo does so much more damage, and now you get super armor during the skill. I can't remember if it was like that before or not, but having super armor during the skill is pretty important. There's several of these skills that they have changed. That's another thing that I forget to mention on the melee skills. They added forward guard or super armor for the fireball explosion spread. That has super armor on it. The other one does not. Same with prime lightning storm strike. It has forward guard on it now as well. So that's pretty good there. Moving on. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm doing lightning storm combo, or residual lightning combo, sorry. Prime freeze, nothing changed there. Frigid fog, I went with the one that freezes. This one's, they're about the same in terms of cast time. It's probably a little faster to do the disrupt. The disrupt one makes your movement speed go down by 15%. And you get forward guard. The other one that I took is a down attack. I guess they're both down attacks, but it has freezing on hit and does a little bit more damage. But I like the freezing. With this build I'm doing, I don't get the knockdown on fireball explosion. So I need a little bit more CC, crowd control. I'm still going with Prime Earthquake Evade, so I can get another movement skill. And I'm still going with Earth's Response Destruction. If you go with Flow, you can use it while it has cooldown, but there are drawbacks to that, like the crowd control and super armor being nullified during the cooldown. So I'm just going with the Destruction. Now, the other major skill they changed is Blizzard. Prime Blizzard used to have... Prime Blizzard Domain used to be a set it and forget it style skill where you casted it and it created a storm and rained down ice upon the area that you set it over, or the target. And then you could move around and use different skills. And then Prime Blizzard Storm, you would cast it and hold it to keep casting it. Prime Blizzard Storm's still that way. You cast it and then you hold the left mouse button to just keep going, and it just rains it down. But they changed Prime Blizzard Domain. It is no longer a cast, set and forget. It doesn't create a blizzard storm anymore. It basically creates a blizzard around you, and it's a melee style skill. So it creates a circle, like almost like a tornado around your character, and anything in there takes damage, and it lasts so long while you're casting, and then it's done. So you don't get to create a snowstorm that rains down snow anymore, which that's the only reason I took it, because I used to play a different game that I was an ice mage, and I loved making the blizzards rain down, and it was so fun. Alright, I already went over Bolide and Equilibrium Break. course, all the passive skills are still the same relatively. They changed the animations for speed and protected area, so you can better know when they're affected other people. Mana absorption has changed. You can no longer cast it by itself. Used to, it was shift left mouse button. Now you combo it after certain skills, and it goes very quickly, and it's actually more fluid. You're not animation locked as long. I like that a lot better. But overall, good changes. So let's talk a little bit here. I will kind of show these off. So the new lightning storm, you use chain lightning, and then it kind of combos it. Let's see, lightning storm, strike, or you can just do shift C. They made hotkeys for all of these. Same with fireball explosion. It's now shift left mouse button, which is exactly why they took off the mana absorption. So if you do shift left mouse button, there's the new fireball explosion melee status. Shift C is the new lightning storm, and then the new blizzard. The blizzard still casts the same way with shift, both mouse buttons left and right. If I can get it to work, and that's what it looks like. It actually does a ton of damage. The new blizzard does. Oh, and comboing skills. So if most of my skills I can combo mana absorption into it. So let's do Bolide and then hit space, and it immediately combos the mana absorption in, and it drains the mana, and you just suck mana in from wherever. So there is that. That's pretty cool. But now my wizard feels more mobile, and he doesn't feel animation locked as much. It just feels more fluid, even though some of it's melee, and I'm probably gonna have to have issues with getting hit by stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to reread these several times on my own and remember and learn which ones get super armor and forward guard, and practice using those to combat having to be in melee. But the idea is gonna be your target. You want to teleport in, hit them with the melee skills, and then teleport out, and you just gotta practice doing that. And then if you get stuck, you can evade earthquake, earth's response, magic evasion, teleport again. I mean, you do get quite decent mobility on the wizard, but it's all cast time mobility. You can't just hold down shift and keep dashing like a lot of other classes, or shift left click, whatever they do on some of the other classes to have the major mobility like the rest of like Hashin and some of the other classes I have played personally that are very mobile, like Warrior and Zerker, that just get super mobility. But to combat that, you also got the speed spell that lasts for 30 seconds. You get 20% movement speed, so that's cool. And then the teleports and earthquake and earth's response will help with the mobility, and then you can fill in with magic evasion in between. So there's that. Now the other things, Awakening, I just don't play Awakening, and I don't want to say the Succession is better, but without having split teleport for Awakening, it's just why would you ever play it? You're a melee class without split teleport. I mean, I get that they kind of have it to where most stuff gets super armor and most things get kind of to balance that out, but I would never do it. I just wouldn't. I would rather play my staff mage with split teleport and other mobility skills to throw it in, and I think Succession still hits harder than Awakening anyway. Plus, if you have to heal or use your support skills, you gotta switch stances, which I absolutely hate. I hate doing that. That's why I don't play it. Skill enhancements, I've taken these 3 skills, which I'm going to go switch from Swift Earthquake over to... Wait, which one was it? I think I'm going to switch off of Swift Earthquake over to... The reason I took this was because of the super armor, and because the damage in PvP wasn't. But I think I'm gonna switch back to Trembling Thunder just because it casts faster. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Sage's Rage, you don't really have a choice unless you just want another heal. The heal has a minute 40-second cooldown. This one has a 7-second cooldown, and it has a knockdown on it. I took it for the knockdown. And you get magic DP plus 15 on it. Plus, it doesn't do too bad of damage. So, and you can hotkey this. So every 7 seconds, you're going to be able to have a knockdown to kind of fill in for losing that knockdown on the fireball that doesn't have it anymore. If you take the melee one like I did. Now, I took mana arrows. This one is kind of a toss-up. I took it because of the Ford Guard. But in terms of like quickness, Lightning Spear is a lot faster to cast, but it doesn't have the Ford Guard, so I took the Ford Guard on this one. These are kind of my supplemental skills to kind of fill in and help. So I don't know. I'll give this one a shot, and if I don't like it, I'll switch back to Trembling Thunder. But my whole mage build idea is to have skills that cast very quickly and allow me to not be animation locked, so I can teleport, and just keep movement. Movement is the main focus of my build. It's no longer slow caster CC style play. I'm going to go with heavy movement and getting damage and quick cast kiss skills when I can. Here's the add-ons that I'm using. I'm not so worried about mana absorption anymore because of how they've changed the siphon skill. Forget what it's called. I guess mana absorption. Yeah. I'm not so worried about losing mana now because they reduced the cooldown from 12 seconds to 7 seconds. Plus it combos and it's very, I showed that. It flows very well. So I went over to this. On Bolide, I put plus AP against monsters plus 20 and DP plus 15. And then on Equilibrium, I put crit rate plus 20 and attack and casting speed plus 7. These are my two main skills with 6-second cooldown. So I'm going to be spamming those all the time. Earth's Response, this is an evasion skill. Basically, the idea is I want it to boost my evasion and my movement speed when I'm using it because I'm trying to avoid skills and dodge anyway, so I'm not using it for the damage, I'm using it for the movement, so that will help on that. Residual Lightning is going to be a combo skill, so having extra crit damage and mana recovery on it is always good. Fireball Explosion, that's going to be another one of my staple skills, even though it's got a 15-second cooldown, so the extra damage on humans and the minus DP on humans is pretty good. I'll be able to combo that. And it won't be up 100% of the time, but it'll be up enough. Meteor Shower is also another one. It's got a long cooldown. However, putting the 20% chance to down smash with the knockdown on it's good, and then down attack damage plus 5% is always good. So if you've already got somebody knocked down, you hit them with Meteor, it'll give you a chance to reset that. Plus, it will also it'll be good. But see, they don't have, these are level 1, so the 2-minute is not right. It's actually, on the prime one, it's actually 30 seconds. And the add-ons carry over, so, and the same with the Fireball Explosion. It's actually 11 seconds, not 15, so. There you go. It'll mostly be up as long as I rotate the combo it and put it in the rotation the right way. Same with the Blizzard. They changed Blizzard so it could use tier 3 add-ons now, or level 3, whatever they call it. I didn't put any on Blizzard, but it's down to a 20-second cooldown now instead of 40. I forgot to mention that earlier. But that is my wizard, and that's how I'll be playing it. Move in, dump your combos, move out. And, of course, the build may change. You know, I may get tired of Bolide, and I may switch over to Voltaic. and I may get tired of Equilibrium, and I may switch over to Aqua Gel. If I do Voltaic and Aqua Gel, I'll just be even more melee oriented, because Voltaic is basically around you, and Aqua Gel definitely is around you. So they're more close range. I just wanted to combo my long range. So there's that. With that, I'm getting out of here. Don't forget to sub, and don't forget to hit like. So thanks for watching, and as always, until next time.